YouTube is changing. There are no need to be a prankster or becoming a filthy Frank so you can be a millionaire YouTube superstar influencer now. There's something called YouTube Shorts and short form content. So if you've been living under a rock, things are changing very quick in the social media landscape. And if you have been hiding away during the pandemic, you start to notice the emergence of short form content, short form influencers. And as a video creator, you need to pay very close attention. So back when I was editing for YouTubers and influencers, it was pretty much the reverse. It was me editing their long form content, and I would make little snippets, so those teasers that would be posted on their Instagram stories or your Facebook pages would link to the YouTube video. But now it's the complete opposite. Now, taking bits and teasers from long form content actually gets more views on those short form pieces of content, whether that's YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or TikTok. Why is this so important as a video creator? Is because the way that people make content is so ever changing. What used to work back in the day does not work now. Time is even more valuable. Within the first 10 seconds, I feel like people's attention spans and even my own ADHD tendencies, the first 10 seconds aren't really enjoyable and I don't know what I'm expecting in a video, I click off. There's more of a need for this type of fast-paced cuts, as well as understanding the whole landscape of social media and where this is actually headed. So to understand what is going on as a video creator, you need to understand that one, short form is here to stay. With TikTok being the original Big Brother, all these other platforms are looking at this and being like, hey, I need a piece of this. I need a chunk of this change. It doesn't necessarily mean that you change up the way that you edit. It's more so along lines of, are you making content that actually matters to you? Are you finding your own happiness and creating the content that you want to make? Or the imposters will get exposed more and more. Because when I talk about social media strategy and talking about short form content, a lot of these people who try to be influencers, I'm talking about marketers ruin everything, is that they try to be in it for the short term game. They're like, okay, I'm going to make a YouTube channel, I'm going to rich like this, I'm going to do this. But you have to think about it for 10 years. Can you make content, the exact content that you're talking about for 10 years? That's my test question. If you can do something for 10 years, you stick to that. If you're only in it for 1 to 2 years and you're like, I'm going to get rich and famous, that's not the right approach to this. The right approach to content is to figure out what resonates with you, because chances are you put your younger self back to that, you just made your own audience. You just got to find many versions of yourself that you were younger that you want to talk to. And that's one of the reasons why I'm creating this video. Because in 2012, I wish someone gave me that push to be like, this content thing, you've been wanting to do it since you were 12 years old. You are 20 now. You better do it, because the past was always the best time to do it. But what's the second time? Is today, right? So understanding that, yes, it's more crowded than ever in terms of content. Like, everyone's a content creator now. Where when I started, it was like, wait, you make videos on the internet? You're kind of weird. Now it's like, you don't make videos on the internet? You're kind of weird. Now's the time to be your most authentic self and figure out how can you reach the world if you want to be a content creator. On the flip side, if you're like, hey, I'm cool with what you're saying, but I'd rather be a video editor, guess what? Video editing jobs are getting lower and lower paid because everyone doesn't really see it as a high paying job nowadays. How you evolve as a video editor is you turn yourself into a video marketer. You start understanding the concept of, how do I distribute content? How do I make content? And how do I get content that aligns with personal brands and eventually, influences people, you know? Things are changing. Content and social media is always changing, and I want you to be able to keep up with the times. My name is Peter. You're watching Broke Visionary Collective. Link in the description for all my resources. If you want to stay up to date, keep in touch with me. BVC, CO, we all start with nothing, but you can always create something.